what's coming up at NPK on our future podcasts for July, August, September.
Okay, welcome back. We're just going to give you a little insight into what's going on at NPK at the moment. We're a hydroponics and gardening store in Toxteth, Liverpool, and we specialise in hydroponics equipment, setting up your own systems and just giving all gardeners some good advice from our many years of gardening ourselves. We're new to these podcasts, so as the weeks get on, you'll see us improving. You'll hear our radio voices excel. We may have to slow down our accents a little bit for people outside of Liverpool. But what's coming up over the podcasts in the next few weeks?
Okay, so I think over the next few weeks we're going to go through some set criteria. We're going to go through from A to B, from how to set up systems to how to assess your plants. So basically we're going to talk about the plant and understanding the plant. We're also going to talk about lighting, the benefits of lighting and differences. We're going to talk about why it is beneficial to grow plants and how we can stimulate plants through additives and nutrients.
Also, we'll be talking about different growing mediums, so we'll go into a lot more depth on soil, cocoa, hydroponics. Hydroponics, we can use clay pebbles, pure water, any sort of medium that's going to give a bit of stability. Other things, we'll go into a lot of detail on nutrients. We'll be getting in some guest speakers from CANNA. We'll be getting some Skypes from people in California, getting to come and speak to you.
That's going to be a really good show, that one, Stephen, especially when we speak to the guys over in California. I'm thinking we'll have Roy from Humboldt, we'll get Dusty Fraser from SmartPot. These guys are at the pinnacle of growing over in the US. These guys, I've seen some videos and they have some outdoor gardens. And in these outdoor gardens, they have 10 plants. Now, one of these plants is situated in a ton of media. So, yeah, that's a pot that, if you can put it on a set of scales, the soil inside it weighs a ton. So you can imagine some of the sizes of these plants, Stephen. You need to get on like 3-story ladders to actually see the top of the plant, the trees. And when these guys come over here and they see our plants, they say, how come you are still growing twiglets over here? And they laugh at us because they're that far ahead of things over in the US, you see. So I think there'll be some really, really good podcasts. Definitely with Roy, because his knowledge is second to none. He really knows his stuff, especially when it comes in about mycorrhizal and different types of bacteria and how you can latch it onto the roots and how can you stimulate plants to get the best out of them. Be some real good conversation, I think.
Cool. There's a lot of in-depth podcasts coming up as well. So in the next few weeks, they'll be talking ballasts, digital, dimmable, magnetic ballasts. And if you have a chat with any Americans and you tell them that you're still using magnetic ballasts,
it's game over.
Game over. They won't even entertain you. It's digital or nothing. And as a quick bit of advice from NPK, if you've got a bit of money to spend, we advise spending it on your digital ballasts. It's the first bit of kit you should be upgrading because it gives you a lot more light. The power is much more streamlined to the bulb. You're getting longer life out of your bulbs, so it's something that you should be considering if you've got a bit of money to spend.
And you won't be running a fire risk neither, because we all know that these analogue ballasts that people are buying for £50, £55 plastic ballast, let's not beat around the bush, Stephen, they're rubbish.
That's why the Americans switched off
well, they don't even deliver 600 watts, but we'll save that for a later date because I can feel myself getting wound up now already. This is one of my favourite sections. Not so many of our customers though, is pest and disease.
Yeah, that is your hot topic, isn't it?
Yeah, we love to diagnose pest and disease because there's 1,000,001 different pests and also deficiencies. That's when we also branch into nutrients, overwatering, underfeeding, too high EC in the water, salt residue, plants become deficient or overdosed, have rustic spots on them, the leaves start burning, the leaves stop dropping off, maybe turn yellow with pythium. So we're really going to get into pest and disease, and hopefully some people are going to call us in and tell us their problems, and we're going to diagnose them as well.
Cool. If you want to give us a phone call while we're online doing our podcasts, the number is 0151 228 8306, and you can give us a call Monday through to Friday. We'll take your questions and then we'll answer them live on the podcast. So what else is new for NPK? Foxy's here with us.
Well, we've also got a lot of projects going on at the moment, haven't we? I know Mr. Fox has been ever so kindly helping us out with our community and our projects. Firstly, there's a youth centre not far from the store called Unity, and it's a youth centre that looks after the age group of between 3 to 21. And there's something unique about this youth centre. I used to go to this youth centre. It's in my area. I used to go there when I was about 10 till around the age of 13, and it's a fully self-sustaining sustainable one, makes its own money off handout funding, little charity events and whatnot. And I went back in there probably about a year ago with a friend, and it's still going, changed somewhat. But what I found out is they were keen to do some gardening with the kids, so I thought, okay, let's get involved. So I called up my friend James Fox from Homebox and said, well, Foxy, you tell me what I said to you.
You were after some whatever I got going free, I think, if I remember.
Yeah, I love some free stuff for our community.
And we sorted you out with a nice clone box with some viewing windows. So start the young ones off doing some lessons in propagation, getting some little propagators in there. All the kids had their own propagator with their name on, and growing a few veggies to sort of start to get them on a programme of healthy eating.
And what I will say is myself and also another member of the NPK team, Brick, gave up our time to go and teach these kids for a couple of hours every Wednesday evening, free of charge. And we took a load of, we took a whole sheet. We took the NPK seed library with us. Now, it is what it sounds like. It's a library of seeds that we've been collecting for a long, long time with every type of variety. And we took a load of propagators around and we let the kids pick what they wanted, a big mixture, put them all in, and we let the kids put them in the clone box tent, and we left them for a week till the following Wednesday. Come back, and oh my God, it was a flourish of growth. The kids were absolutely excited because they wasn't too interested at the beginning because it was just a few seeds, but once they seen what had happened with the explosion of growth in the tent, that was it. They were off. And then we also have another project that runs alongside. It's called Growing Granby. It's a small allotments association run by the community in desolated wastelands in between like certain urban areas that have been claimed. And what they do is they simply get the land, turn it over, create some sort of beds and section it off and issue it to certain people in the public, the immediate community, and they basically make it look nice, give the produce to the local community, and it's just a really good community spirit thing, what's going on. And we've also incorporated the children from the unity to the Growing Granby community gardens, and we actually take the kids on a regular basis to go and their plants what they propagated in the Homebox clone box.
Good piece of kit.
It sure is. It looked amazing, didn't it?
If you guys want to see any photos of any of that, there's pictures of us doing some gardening with the local youth centre, and they're on our Facebook, which is NPK Technology. Twitter is NPK Tech. Webpage, also our website, we have a blog section. So any of our TV streamline shows from Hydro TV is off channel 192. They are also in the blog on www.mpktechnology.co.uk.
And if you search NPK Technology on YouTube, you'll find all the bite-sized pieces from Hydro Show TV as well.
Sounds good. It's good shows, Hydro Show TV. I do a little shout out to Pete Turner. Really good show. You need to check it out. Check out his magazine, Hydro Mag. Does some really great reviews of all the equipment, and we'll probably be picking up on some of those bits that Pete and his team have a go through.
Definitely.
What are you up to, Foxy? What are you getting up to? I heard you're going to Barcelona in a few weeks, aren't you?
Oh, I'm going to be in Barcelona quite a bit because I've just teamed up with some guys from California.
Oh yeah. I love the Californian guys.
Oh, the Americans are coming.
Oh.
That's all I've got to say is, they're coming to the UK in a big way. Just opened a new company in Barcelona called Emerald Imports.
Well, I hope you're going to get us a special guest.
Oh, yeah, I think we'll be getting a few special guests. They're heavily involved with a big nutrient company called Botanicare, which is a big company in America.
Well, you introduced me to, I believe it was Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn. She's the sales and marketing director for Botanicare.
Yeah, she was a really lovely person. Seems to know exactly what their company's looking to do. Very promising conversation I had with her. Pretty excited about it as well.
I'm hearing good things about Botanicare. Just going to get in the shop and do our usual testing, our vigorous testing like we do with all nutrients.
Something else also springs to mind with you saying that, Stephen. Also at NPK Technology, we test products, all products vigorously. So if you would like to become one of our NPK Technology testers, drop us an email with some details and we will get back to you.
It's NPK Technology Ltd at hotmail.co.uk. Send us a little description about yourself, and if you'd like to test some of our products, get you some freebies sent out, and all you have to do is give us a
However, there will be a questionnaire that will need to be completed because obviously everybody just phone up for some free products, so there will be a questionnaire that will be required to fill in to phone up and ask for some details or pop into the store.
That's at Unit 20, Commerce Way, Upper Parliament Street, Liverpool, L87BA, or give us a call on 0151 228 8306.
So, what else have we got going on? We're hard at work at our allotment on Mersey Road.
Yeah.
What are we up to there?
Okay, so up to now we got a scrap of land that looked like in a jungle.
It looked like Stig of the Dump.
Yeah, Stig of the Dump.
Steptoe's backyard.
Yeah, and we've managed to clean it all out, flattened it.
Got rid of all the rubbish, all the nettles.
We've now had a summer house installed for our late summer night lectures, so watch out for this space. There's lectures coming up at our allotment on Mersey Road, and that's to basically, we're going to be doing lectures so you can stimulate your knowledge of growing.
So if you're listening to this and you think, I'd like them to go into a bit more detail on lighting, and I'm quite stuck on pest and disease, I've always had these pests, come and see us. You can book a 3-day, it'll be a 3 1-hour session evening slots, and we'll go through everything that you need to know, and it'll be in a nice setting in our allotment, a very quiet setting, so we won't have any background noise or disturbances, and we can also show you hands-on about it.
I think that's the key with our allotment, Steve. It's a very hands-on place. It's because you can read a lot of things in books, but I've never been a fond reader, me, Steve. I've read a few things. I'm a visual learner. I like to have me hands-on. I like to see, why doesn't that one grow in that type of soil, and what benefits this from here to that, and so, you know, I think it'll be very good.
Cool. You've touched on something there, actually. What we're trying to do is educate people, give them a little guiding hand to becoming better growers. And when we were both in university, I'm sure you remember the VAK system, visual, auditory or kinesthetic. Obviously visual.
I think that was the part that I failed, Stephen, wasn't it?
The visual part would be obviously looking at what people are doing, coming to see us working on the allotments and finding out hands on what's going on. Audio learners, this is great for you. You'll be listening to what we're talking about and being able to apply that. And the kinesthetic, you like to do. You like to just get out there and start.
Get the spades out and get going.
I think that pretty much concludes what we're up to. We're going to speak to you next week. Next week we're on tents. Foxy's going to be talking about his nice tents.
Homebox Evolution and Grow Lab.
Speak to you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
At NPK Technology in Liverpool, we pride ourselves on providing you with the products you need at the right price. Once more, if the products you want aren't in stock, we'll order them in for you. And if you don't know exactly what you're looking for, we'll happily point you in the right direction. NPK Technology Liverpool, going out of our way to help you grow. Visit www.mpktechnology.co.uk.
Life is good.